What's up, guys? Pat Flynn here from smartpassiveincome.com, and welcome to your email marketing tutorial. I'm here to help you grow your email list. So we'll start from the beginning. I'm going to walk through an outline on exactly what you're going to learn here, and then I have a few things to say before we get started. So this video is going to show you how to set up your email service provider, the little tool you're going to use to start collecting your email list. And then I'm going to show you how to create an opt-in form and place it on your website. In video number 2, I'm going to show you exactly how to create lead magnets, which are little incentives that you can create to gather more email subscribers. And also I'll show you exactly where on your website you can place an opt-in form. In video number 3, I'm going to give you some more advanced strategies that some people are using to start to scale the list building process. Then in video 4, I'm going to show you exactly how to use your autoresponder, which are emails that you write ahead of time that get sent out to your subscribers after, they subscribe. And then in video number 5, I'm going to show you how to actually create broadcast emails that get sent to your list. And then finally, in video number 6, I'm going to show you some more advanced segmenting and tagging strategies so you can really start to do some ninja things to really deliver some amazing content to your audience and obviously get better results. So before we dive into an email service provider and I show you how to create an opt-in form and place it on your website, I want to talk really quick about why emails are very important. Now, when I was starting out, I didn't really think collecting email addresses were very important. I was more focused on creating content on my blog and actually getting traffic. I didn't really care about emails because, I didn't have anything to sell or I didn't even know what I was going to say. Well, the one big thing that I would change if I could do it all over again would be I wish I could start my email list sooner. And the reason is because it's not just because you can have then a list of people that you can share things with in terms of selling and recommending products. Yes, that's part of it, and actually it's a very small part of it. More so, you're able to build a deeper relationship with your audience. You're able to teach them and give them information and provide value that will help you build that trust that's very important before any sort of transactions happen. It's a way for you to keep your audience informed when things happen. There are so many benefits of an email list besides just having a list to sell to. And actually, your audience can help tell you exactly what they would buy. That's the beauty of an email list more than anything, is you're able to use that list of people who have given you permission to send them stuff, who know that you are there to serve them. You can ask them, hey, what can I do to better serve you? That can inform then what blog posts you should write, what podcast episodes you should create, what videos you should do, and also what products to sell. So your email list is way more important than just, what can you sell? Yes, that's going to be the end goal for a lot of you, but please make the end goal to be better serving your audience, and you're going to get better results throughout. And as you're going through this process and you're starting to build your email list, you're going to check your email numbers every single day. How many subscribers you got, how many people are opening those broadcast emails, and all those sorts of things. And yes, those numbers are very important, but you got to remember throughout this whole process, every single person on your list is a real human being, right? It's not just about having 1,000 subscribers. It's about having 1,000 human beings on the other end. And even if you're starting out and you just have, let's say, 50 subscribers, compared to others, that might seem like nothing at all. But imagine a room full of 50 people who are there because they want to hear from you. Now that starts to put into perspective exactly what we're doing here. So treat your numbers like actual human beings, and you will better serve them, and you will get more results that way. So just wanted to get that out there. Let's start the tutorial now. So let's dive into an email service provider, and I'll talk about my favorite one, ConvertKit, and then we'll get into how to create an opt-in form and place it on your website. Now, that being said, it doesn't matter what email service provider you end up using, whether you go with ConvertKit or a completely different one. It doesn't matter. All of these principles in this tutorial throughout the entire 6 videos are going to be useful for you. So let's dive right in.
All right, so what I want to do is walk you through the beginning stages of how to get started with an email service provider. No matter which one you end up going with, there are universally some really important things that you need to do the moment you sign up and set up your account that are vital to your success with email marketing, and I'll show you those things in just a moment. I do want to speak on really quick why I choose to recommend, why I choose to use, and why now I'm actually an advisor for this company, ConvertKit. They're my ESP of choice because they are the easiest to use, the best designed ESP out there. They also have a lot of amazing advanced features that I've always been looking for that are going to be really helpful for you to maximize your results. And I'll show you those things in later videos within this email marketing tutorial. I will say, however, if you'd like to check them out, go through my link, smartpassiveincome.com/CK, and that is my affiliate link, so I do get a commission from that. Just want to be upfront. But it's at no extra cost to you, so you can get started and give them a shot. And, of course, being an advisor, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask me. I'm here for you. Now, what I'm going to do is click on the Get Started button here and set up a totally brand new account. I'll see you on the other side after I fill out my billing information and get everything set up. So hang on be there in just a sec. After you sign up, there's going to be a few more details that you need to include, and it starts with your address. Again, this is universal no matter which email service provider you use. You will not be able to send any emails unless you include an address. And the reason is because there are anti-spam laws into place that require you to have that address at the bottom of every email you send out. Now, keep that in mind when you might be thinking about putting your home address on there. I actually wouldn't recommend doing that. If possible, put a business address there or a different address because you want that information for your own home, private, of course. So keep that in mind, but whatever the case may be, you need to include an address there for sure. Then you can include information about your website, whatever that website might be. And then finally, your default email settings, which are going to be your from name and your reply to email address. Now, the from name is going to be what people see in terms of where or who is sending this email. And you might be inclined to put your brand name in there or your website name in there, but I would highly recommend against that. I would recommend including a real person's name, hopefully your name, if you're the one that is corresponding with your email subscribers. And the reason for that is because when you see an email come into your inbox, you're more likely to open it if it comes from a real person. And as I always say, the more human-like you can be online, the easier it is to connect with people. And for things like opening emails and for clicking through the links within the emails, the more you can become a person, the easier it's going to be for you. So I would include a real name in here, so I'll just include mine. And then the reply to email address is where people will reply to. So if people click the reply button on an email that you send out, that's the email that will receive those replies from your subscribers. So once you have all that filled out, click on Save Your Information, and we'll keep going. And next up, we're going to create a form. A form is something that you embed and place on your website so you can begin collecting new subscribers. You may ask for a name, but no matter what, you're definitely going to be asking for an email address, and we'll show you how to set that up really quick here in ConvertKit. And then finally, I'm going to show you actually how to embed that form onto your website. We'll save a lot of these other things in this handy checklist for the later videos, but for now, let's start by creating a form. To create a form, all you have to do is click on the Create Form button. At this point, you choose whether or not you want to build a landing page or have a form like which I said earlier, then you can then embed on your website. A landing page is essentially a website, a single page that ConvertKit will provide for you that has a form on it. So you can even begin collecting subscribers right now without having a website. This is extremely useful if you are setting up a website very soon, but you want to start collecting email subscribers now, like a coming soon page, for example. Well, this will be really helpful. It's also a great way to collect email subscribers on just a full page about a particular incentive, which we'll talk about in the next video, some sort of reason for people to subscribe so that they don't have any other option but to either subscribe and check that thing out or exit. So if you want to just try that, you can, but for now, I'm going to click on a form here, and we'll be able to show you how to set that up and then put it on your website. From here, you can choose the form style. On the left, you can see that there is a form that you can embed within a post, for example, or within a page that is in line with the actual text there. And you can add a few more things like a headline and a subheadline that will incentivize people to subscribe. Here in the middle, you have a little bit more options in terms of customizing the text and images around your subscription button here. And then finally, you just have this plain and simple name and email address subscription line with no text around it that you can choose as well. So for now, I'm just going to choose this first one, and we'll show you how to set that up. Here, you're going to see a preview of the form, but it's also editable, so I can change the headline to get your free gift, for example. I can change the subtext to something else if I'd like. I can even change this text down here and even what it says within the box. Best email address sometimes works out really well. Even what's in this subscription button, get it now. So once you do this, you want to click Save, whatever it is that you end up changing. You can also change the colors here as well. So let's say I have a more of a red color instead that I want to highlight for the border there. And then I'm going to click Save to make sure that that is saved. Now, before I embed this on a website, and you can always end up changing these options later, I do want to mess with the settings a little bit. And what I mean by that is by clicking on Settings, I can change the form name, which is going to be really helpful for organizational purposes later on. So I'm just going to make this the primary offer on let's say about page, for example. You can get very specific with this if you'd like. And then for now, we're just going to keep it as a form on the website instead of a full landing page. Again, like I said, you can change any of these settings that you previously set up later on. I'm also going to click on style here to show you that you can always change the style. You can go back to the full form style, which includes the images and a little bit more room for text, or you can go to the naked one, which is just the name and the email and the subscription button. You can even have it become a modal window, which means people click on a button or a link to then have the form pop up, or you can have it slide in, but for now we're just going to keep it as an inline. There's some other options here as well. You can delete or archive it if you want. You can duplicate the form if you have the same form, but you want it on different pages. You can integrate it with other fancy, more advanced tools, which we'll talk about later. But for now, I'm just going to click on Save Form to make sure we have that. It should change the title, as you can see here, Primary Offer on About Page. Now, what I'm going to do is show you what this looks like on the dashboard of ConvertKit really quick. I'm going to click back on Forms here, and you're going to see that form show up. You're also going to see the timeline of your subscribers here, which will change over time. This is where you'll be able to start to get into the analytics, and you can create as many forms as you'd like. There's an unlimited amount that you can create in here in ConvertKit. If you want to do that, again, just go through the same process as we did before. Now, I want to go back and edit or actually select one more thing here in this form. So I'm going to click on that, and you'll see the form there. I'm going to click on Settings one more time, and I'm going to go to Embed, because now we're going to take this code and place it on our website so that we can see this form and then get our first subscribers. So you can do this in a couple of ways. You can do it using the JavaScript code, which you can then copy down here and then put on your website. You can get the raw HTML, which some more advanced people like because they want to change a few things and style it up a little bit more. Those are for people who are a little bit more technical. And then finally, if you have a WordPress website, ConvertKit has a WordPress plugin, which makes this even easier for you so that within